It's a shame that we don't have the rights to be black, but we have the rights to remain silent. We have the rights to shut our mouths, but if we speak, excuse me, can you tell me why you pulled me over, sir? Because you fit the description. In my eyes, you don't belong here, so I'm gonna shoot you until you can't breathe anymore. The big problem here is that we're sacrificing our lives living by this false impression of make America great again. Fuck Trump. America was never great. Wait, let me rephrase that. America was never great for us black folks because we were so busy getting forced to serve for the white folks, so of course it was great for them. African Americans, my ancestors, had to run, hide, fight, and march just to get out of slavery. And we still have a movement that's about justice and peace, and that movement is called Black Lives Matter. They all shout, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. So make America great again. No, because America will never be great if racism is never going to end.
Can you say it again? Black Lives Matter! Say it again? Black Lives Matter! You know how powerful that is. Yes. This isn't a movement about race. This isn't a race war. We're here to fight for human rights. Yes. And if you don't believe in human rights, then what is wrong with you? I speak for young people. I'm young and I know that. And I'm okay with not getting a job after this. And I'm okay with people seeing my face because I'm tired. We're not angry. We're not thugs. We're tired. We're exhausted. Are you exhausted?
Yes!
Are you exhausted?
Yes! Come on, Queen!
When I look in the eyes of all these people, I see truth. And I see people wanting to make a change. And it brings me to tears.
Come on, Queen!
Did you know how many wish they could do half the things you can with their hair? You have so many options, so you should stand up proud like the melanin queen you are with your crown. There are many different beautiful shades of brown. Don't you ever let them tear you down. And if they try, I want you to sing out loud. I love the skin I'm in, I love my melanin, and with my curls I am invincible. I do not need to be whatever society wants to see, because I love me. I love me. Oh, I love me.
Sometimes bags look better over black bodies. And if it's the boy in blue that's booming at me, then it won't be labeled a homie. And that split second, I'm thinking like, damn, what they gonna tell my mommy? That I was reaching for a gun, or I tried to run, or my hands wasn't raised, but I was reaching for the sun, asking God, can you bring me better days? But God don't have nothing to do with this. God is not the reason for my torn ligaments or my torn spirit that bleeds blood from my open wounds, or the fact that I'ma be gone before my time. Yes, I'ma meet my maker soon. Red dot, headshots. Now this 5 niggas dead. His spine broke, he barely woke, but we gonna label it as the involuntary manslaughter instead. He said, boy, what you think your life worth is? A nigga like him knew that the answer was worthless, but he didn't forget that his hands built this surface.
I have a question. Do you know what racial gaslighting is? We're going to talk about it. It may look like this. Come on, it was just a joke. Not everything is about race. Stop making everything about race. People just think everything is racist now. You know, when you say it and use that word too much, you just water it down. It doesn't mean the same thing as it did before. Are you sure that's what happened? Because I mean, I'm not black, and it's happened to me before too. That is what racial gaslighting sounds like. It usually happens after people use an implicit bias. They'll racially gaslight you. I declare in 2021 that racial bias, racial gaslighting, and anything else that doesn't seem like a big deal will be called to the carpet. And there are 2 options. Either we can learn and grow, or you don't have to be here. You can block me and go. If you're one of those people that want to learn and grow, follow me and we can do this together. And we won't stop until there's liberty and justice for all.
Please take a moment and listen to this. Put your own opinions and feelings to the side and just listen. Yesterday in LA, a black woman was walking home. She happened to walk past a Stop the Steal MAGA rally. They started yelling at her, asking if she had voted for Trump. She flipped them off, replied no, and kept walking. Then a mob of 20 Trump supporters started physically attacking her. They screamed in her face, hit her with poles, and punched her. One woman ripped the wig off of her head and called her N-word bitch. The men with flagpoles started hitting her with them. At one point, a man grabbed her from behind, restricting her arms, and someone else maced her right into the eyes. She was completely defenseless. The worst part is the police officers stepped back and watched. Not one arrest was made. Bystanders had to end it. So tell me this. If you don't feel pain or empathy for these people, and you want to make excuses, you're what's wrong with the world.
How does a Proud Boy racist spawn of two first cousins breach the Capitol without a single scratch up on them? How did they emerge escorted by the police force while in summer Black Lives Matter protesters got treated much worse? Yo, looks like they got a secret weapon. It's not Donald Trump and it is definitely not intelligence. It's constantly confusing, confounding Caucasian fascists. Everyone give it up for America's oldest hidden practice, white privilege.
Yo, I'm upset. Let me tell you why I'm upset. I'm upset because I live in Washington, D.C. And I'm upset because my students live in Washington, D.C. And I'm upset because their families live in Washington, D.C. And I'm upset because these people who don't live in D.C., who don't even live in the DMV, are coming here and destroying the city like this. I'm upset because if these were black people or Mexican people or Muslims or anybody that's people of color, they would be dead. Right now, it would be a bloodbath in the District of Columbia. I'm upset because you can literally see the inequalities in this country. I'm upset because somebody somewhere is looking at this and saying that it's okay. I'm upset because I live in the United States of America, but we are not united. I'm upset that my kids will still be having this conversation someday. I'm upset because we're still in the same spot we were over 100 years ago. I'm upset. And I have every right to be. That's it, man.
Excuse me, officer. Excuse me. Can I have a minute of your time? I just need to give an understanding of something. Do you mind? See, I understand why, officer. Why you feared for your life. A dangerous job you have. You put the uniform on and worry whether you'll make it home at night. Wow. I wonder. You get to take the uniform off. Must be nice. No, I understand why, officer. Why you feared for your own. Because while I stared into the barrel of your gun, you stared into my soul. You saw what terrifies you most. The possibility that if you knew something, I might know better. That if you thought something, I might think smarter. That if you ran something, I might run faster and farther. See, that's where you're wrong, officer. You did not fear for your life. You feared mine. Excuse
Know that you are good enough. Please don't give up when things get tough. I know, I know, I know, I know.
COVID-19 is what they told us to fear. 19 years is what a Minnesota cop called a career. Yeah, that's how many years he was on the force before he killed George Floyd with no remorse. Put his knee on his neck without a worry or care while big man Floyd was gasping for air. These cops go through life with care and ease. While one of my brothers pleads, I can't breathe. Quick to do the whoa and dance savage on TikTok. But I've been looking at your posts. You've been silent, so kick rocks. These innocent names have been turned into hashtags and the deaths we could avoid. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Okay, TikTok, I'm pissed. See this beautiful woman here? Her name is Taylor Enterline. Taylor got arrested during the protest for Black Lives Matter, and Taylor was put in jail with a $1 million bond. $1 million bond. Now you see this piece of shit? This is Riley June Williams. She stormed the Capitol with all the brilliant Trumpers. She stole Nancy Pelosi's laptop, too. Yep, was gonna sell it to the Russians, but we see she got caught. Riley June Williams got to go home in the custody of her mother. Don't tell me white privilege doesn't exist. Don't tell me there is no racism. Stop telling me and start doing something about it.
Step right there.
I don't consent to any searches. You do not have permission to search my vehicle.
Have a seat. Just have a seat, sir. Okay. Come on back here. Right here, in front of my car.
Why am I in the front of your car, sir?
Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you.
There's nothing going on with me. I don't have any felonies.
This isn't a normal encounter.
What's not normal?
Do you have any weapons on you?
I have no weapons. I don't consent to any searches, sir.
Look,
Please
man,
don't touch me.
checking to make
Please
sure you
don't
have
touch
zero
me.
weapons.
My hands are up. Why are you reaching on me?
That's
Don't touch on me. Don't touch me.
Make sure you don't have
This
weapons.
is the climate. This is the climate of we got to be careful. We got to look after each other. I know that y'all scared. I'm scared.
not
Y'all the
scared.
ones
We're
with the
not
guns.
I don't.
Okay, well I'm
Okay,
scared.
how
I
much
don't
do you
have a
to
gun.
drink tonight?
I have nothing to drink.
Okay. Would you mind taking field tests?
I'm not taking a field test.
Perfect.